Good morning. Yesterday, 30 of our neighbors finished the long journey to becoming U.S. citizens at a ceremony here in Loudon. For Wednesday, September 24th, it's your Loudon Now Morning Minute. Mark your calendar for Saturday, October 4th for the next Tales and Ales storytelling show. Tales and Ales invites everyday people to tell true, extraordinary stories live on stage. And each show raises funds for local nonprofits. Reserve your seat for the October 4th show at Crooked Run Fermentation in Sterling at talesandales.org. That's talesandales.org. Thanks for being with us. I'm Ren Screen. Yesterday, 30 people from 18 different countries enriched our country by taking the oath of allegiance and completing their path to U.S. citizenship. It happened at a ceremony at Oatlands, sponsored by the Catoctin chapter of the National Society Daughters of the American Revolution, as part of that organization's broader focus on Constitution Week. The organization has a century-long tradition of helping immigrants become citizens. This was also the fourth naturalization ceremony at Oatlands since 2017. Oatlands Executive Director Margaret Salazar Porzio remembered her grandparents' immigration journey.
This is not just a ceremony. It is a milestone of courage, of resilience, and of belonging. It is the culmination of years of effort, sacrifice, and hope. Each of you brings with you stories, traditions, languages, and values that enrich the very fabric of this country. America is stronger, more interesting, and more beautiful because of you.
She said her parents came to the U.S. with a dream of opportunity for themselves and for their children.
I was raised knowing both the challenges and the gifts of navigating multiple cultures, and I carry with me the profound gratitude of being able to contribute to this country while also honoring the heritage that shaped me. So today is personal for me, as it is for you. And I see in you the same courage that I saw in my grandparents. I see in you the hope of every family that has chosen to make this nation home. And I see in you the future of America, a future that is diverse, dynamic, deeply committed to the ideals of freedom, equality, and justice.
The new citizens hail from Afghanistan, Algeria, Bangladesh, Bolivia, China, El Salvador, Ethiopia, Honduras, India, Iran, Jordan, Nigeria, Pakistan, Panama, Peru, Somalia, South Korea, and Tunisia. Go to loudonnow.com/Morning Minute to check out the whole story. In other news, on Monday, NASA introduced its 10 new astronaut candidates, and one of them is from Leesburg. Adam Furman, a major in the United States Air Force, earned a spot in NASA's new class of astronaut candidates through a competitive selection process with more than 8,000 applicants from across the country. The class will enter 2 years of training before becoming eligible for flight assignments. Furman moved to Leesburg when he was 7 and went on to attend Heritage High School. He's wanted to be an astronaut since he was 8, and he said at Heritage, teachers nurtured his interest in the sciences. In fact, he specifically mentioned Sherry Faley, his AP chemistry teacher and science fair advisor. He went on to get married at St. John's Catholic Church in Leesburg. He also went on to a degree in aerospace engineering from MIT. In the Air Force, he's accumulated more than 2,100 flight hours, including 400 combat hours, according to his bio on NASA's website. He's flown 27 types of aircraft, and he says his favorite to fly is the F-16. These days, he lives in Houston, and his family's moved out of town, but he still calls Leesburg his hometown. You may recall the U.S. Department of Education has alleged that Loudoun County Public Schools has violated Title IX after suspending 2 boys who were filmed in a locker room questioning a transgender male student. The DOE demanded the school district rescind the suspensions and apologize, among other things, and set a deadline for the school district to meet those demands. Well, that deadline is going to sail on by. The school board will next meet on September 30th, 4 days after that deadline. We asked Loudoun County Public Schools spokesperson Dan Adams if the board plans to address the DOE's findings, and he did not reply. And speaking of schools, as we often do, Foxcroft School, the private all-girls boarding school near Middleburg, officially installed its new head of school last week. Lisa Koenig is now Foxcroft's 11th head of school in 112 years. The school was founded in 1914 by Charlotte Haxel Noland. She takes over from Kathy McGehee, who retired this year after 11 years in the job. Get the full story on this and all these stories over at loudounnow.com. On today's Get Out Loudon calendar, tonight is Trivia Night with Poorhouse Trivia at 8 Chains North Winery starting at 6:30 p.m. Solace Brewing Company will host a beginner-friendly class on Mahjong tonight at 7, and A Flock of Seagulls, yes, that A Flock of Seagulls, will play Tally-Ho Theater tonight at 7 p.m. Check out the rest of the events calendar at getoutloudon.com. And if you like the Morning Minute, work diligently for decades to become an astronaut so you can tell everyone up in space about the podcast. And subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. It'll be waiting for you there every morning. Okay. Have a great day.